Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Today I want to show you how to check your compressions on an engine that is out of the bike. And here is the engine we will be testing. It's a 1999 Honda CBR 900. Due to the electrical problem I was not able to start that, so we will test the compression. This might help you when you will be buying some engine and the engine is out of the bike like this, and you want to test if the engine is good. This procedure might save you some money. So you will need a compression tester like this. You can find this compression tester, for example, on Amazon. It's like 20 bucks. So if you are buying engine that is like 400 bucks, this 20 bucks kit can save you a lot of money. Buy only for gasoline engines if you want to check the gasoline engines. If you want to check the diesel engines, you will have to buy the diesel engine version. You will also need a tool to remove the spark plugs. In this case they are 16 millimeters, and I will use a 16 millimeter deep socket, the ratchet and the extension. You will also need some way to crank the engine over. In my case I will use this booster pack. I recommend to use a highly amperage output booster pack on this job. I have the spark plugs out of the engine. Another thing that will tell you something about the engine is the current state of the spark plugs. As you can see, these spark plugs are white. In the center electrode is white, and the outside casing is black. That means this engine was running a little on the lean side. You want the center electrode, you want that to be the color of the brake. You want to be that a little brownish, orangish, like a brake. That will indicate the stoichiometric ratio of your air-fuel mixture. And also you can check if the spark plugs are not oiled. That will indicate, most likely that will indicate bad rings, piston rings, or bad valve stem seals. So you want to also check that. Another thing you want to check is if your intake is fully clear of any obstructions. I have some paper in here. If you're doing this inside of the motorcycle, you have to open the throttle all the way up, and also when you will be connecting your jumper pack, make sure you do not put the leads in the opposite direction. In this case, as you can see, this one is ground, and it's black, and this one is going to the starter motor and it's the positive side and it's also black. So always make, if the engine is out of the motorcycle like this, always check which cable is ground and which cable is positive side of the starter. I will spin it just freely. What I recommend you to do, if the engine was out of the motorcycle for some while, spin it over, because the rings will maybe stuck. So spin it over, the rings will free up. Give it a 1 minute spin with the starter pack, and then start to measure the compression. Alright, the engine spins freely. I will reinstall the spark plugs. I will run it again for 30 seconds, and then I will measure the compression. I will show you how to do it. These spark plugs are again out of the engine. I will show you how to set up your compression meter. Your compression meter is set up. The black numbers are PSIs, the red numbers are kilograms per square centimeter. In my country I will be using those, but you will be using PSIs. So we are looking about 175 psi on this engine or more, so 190 will be perfect, 175 will be on the cold engine. That's it. Over a period of the time that will be enough, and we are looking the equality of all cylinders. I hope that all of the cylinders will be around 25 psi difference in each one. On this type of engine we will be using just this rubber and steel pipe if there is a room for it, because this has these interchangeable spark plugs diameter threads. In case you can just easily unscrew this and screw this on, you will use this hose and you will screw it. That way you don't have to hold the pressure gauge against the spark plug hole. But in this case, these holes for spark plugs are very deep, and what can happen is that the thread will unthread from the hose and we will have hard time getting it out. So I will use a just gauge and this steel pipe. So we have the push ring. We will insert it, lock it in place, and we are ready to go. What I will be doing, I will take this end, I will stick it inside the hole, that's what he said, and I will be pushing as hard as I can against the cylinder head, and I will turn on the booster pack, and I will be for a couple seconds looking at the reading, then I will turn it off. I will show you the result, and this way we will do all 4 cylinders, and then we will write down these numbers and we will evaluate the condition of the engine. You put it down like this, make sure you are on the hole, turn this on. Alright, we have like 80 psi, which is no good. As I said, that can be of the rings. They are stuck together because this engine was not run a long time. I will proceed to cylinder number 2, and then I will show you a little trick how can you determine what's wrong with the engine. Even worse, 40 psi, 75 on the third one, and 80 on the fourth one. So what I will do, I will get the spark plugs back in and I will pour a spoon of oil into the cylinders. That should increase the compression inside the chamber, and then I will turn it over. I will unscrew the spark plugs, release the pressure on the system, and spin the engine over to release the remnants of the oil inside, and then we will repeat this process. Okay, I poured some light oil into the cylinders. I let it turn over, I let it run out, I let it sit for a while, and now we have 180 psi's on all cylinders, so that's good. The engine is good. Only the rings, they are stuck from sitting, so that's something you want to consider if you are buying a used engine. The rings may be stuck because of the unused. Bring a little bit of light motor oil, pour it in, turn it over a couple times, let it sit, and then recheck the compression. That will be it for this video. I hope you like it. I hope you learn some about buying used engines. Like always, like, subscribe, share, comment. Have a nice day. Be safe out there. Bye.